Hello, Queens. It's Alyssa. I am doing some laundry folding this afternoon, and I thought, hey, I'm going to hop on and go live and see if anybody wants to do a little bit of body doubling with me. It is a method used for executive functioning, and basically we're just hopping on here. I have my pile of laundry here, and we're just sitting here and literally folding laundry together. And what I do too is that I also always have like a laundry basket close by in case there's something that's like seasonal or like we're getting into spring and summer, like just in case there's no like jackets or other blankets or things like that in there too. So hold on, I'm gonna adjust this really quick. Hope you guys are having an awesome Easter, yay! Okay, so this is basically how I am set up when I fold my laundry. I pile everything onto my bed. I like to get comfortable. I get back issues too, so I don't always want to be like humped over or anything, so I like sitting Indian style. But anyway, happy Easter to everybody. My name is Alyssa. I am out of Central Ohio, northern like Columbus area, and I've lived here like my whole life. In this area my whole life, except for about like a 5-6 year jaunt when right after I got married. This is my to be hung pile. I got my hangers over there. So anyway, but yes, after I got married, I moved. My husband and my son at the time, we moved to Colorado for a little bit, and for about 6 months we lived in Denver. And then, soon thereafter, we ended up moving to his hometown in Kentucky and lived there for about 5 years or so. So that's kind of, when I say like most of my life, yes, like most of my life. But, you know, give or take, you know, those 5 years. But what was interesting is when I moved back here to Columbus, I had kids at the time, and it was like really cool to come back and kind of like revisit some of like my childhood stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, if you haven't been to Ohio before, it's a very interesting state, okay? So we have like a lot of big popular cities like Cleveland, Cincinnati, or like, you know, the big ones. Again, I'm in like Columbus area, but we also, like, people know about, like, Akron, and people know about Toledo, and people know about, like, Zanesville, and different things, like, the most, like, random, you know, smaller towns, in Ohio, and it's really funny. So Ohio has, like, kind of a lot of, like, popular things, like, a lot of great things to do. So, you know, it's interesting because we are on Lake Erie, and a lot of people don't think, like, Ohio, it can be like a lake state, you know what I'm saying? You think of like, or a Great Lakes state, you think of more like Michigan and, you know, those types of like dreamy, like Great Lakes and stuff. But, you know, most of the whole top of Ohio is along Lake Erie, and I spent so much of my childhood up there, and I love going up there. When I was a kid, my folks had a place on an island called Catawba Island, and it's kind of by Sandusky, Cedar Point. If you guys are familiar with Cedar Point, the theme park, that is kind of the area of where it was. So it was awesome, you know, growing up there and everything, and being able to, you know, take friends and all that type of stuff. So, one of the things that I like, one of my favorite memories is hopping on the Wave Runner, the jet ski, and it was this big like yellow Yamaha. It looked like a ginormous banana, and my folks got yellow because we were right on the lake, so it was awesome. You could go right out our backyard and see the lake, but they wanted to always be sure that they could see us, so they got like the brightest, most obnoxious, like, you know, you needed sunglasses to look at this banana boat, right? And oh my gosh, I think I spent my entire summers when I was like 14, 15, 16 years old, probably 17 too, even though, like, you know, you get into like high school camps and things like that. up on the water on that jet ski, okay? And with us having ADHD, like that dopamine rush and everything, like it was awesome because I had no fear when I was out there. Like one of my biggest fears is sharks. Like I'm absolutely phobic of sharks. I think I watched Jaws when I was a kid and just had like, that, trauma from watching it or whatever. But I hate sharks, or I hate like swimming in waters where you can't like see below you, like take me to Fiji, take me to Maldives, where you can see like, the Caribbean where you can see the water. I'm a little, more apt to be frolicky in it, so to speak. But like lakes, like deep oceans, things like wide open water, like scares the absolute crapola out of me. So, I would get on this jet ski and I would be gone from the moment I woke up in the morning all day long. And so, I'd be out there and I would be chasing the wake of these boats, okay? Of these big boats that came by. And if you've ever been up and gone to Put-in-Bay, if you haven't checked out Put-in-Bay and you love like shops and just like great restaurants, a little bit of history, go up to Put-in-Bay. It's in Ohio waters. But go there. That is where you're going to have just like, you could spend the whole day there, rent a golf cart. It's really fun. But it's called the Jet Express and it's this ginormous, just ferry boat, but it goes really, really fast. It's not like your typical ferry where it just kind of, dawdles along and everything. So, I would go all the way out to the Jet Express on my banana boat, on my jet ski, and I would chase the wake of this ginormous, like, ferry express ship boat, okay? I was like 15 years old, okay, guys? And I would chase the biggest wake, like, give me the most air, baby, like, would absolutely just... I don't know. If there was some type of like trick ramps and things like that, that's what I would do. Like I would be that kid that just like would go and do the tricks and stuff like that. I never really learned how to water ski or like kneeboard or anything like that. I probably would have broken many limbs because I would be like, give me something fun, give me something new, give me something, I don't want to just stand here anymore, I need to do some trickery. Thankfully, I've never broken a bone before. I don't know if that is common with folks with ADHD because of our impulsivities and like our dopamine like chases and things like that. Because I know we can be impulsive, we can be a little bit risky, things like that. But I've never broken a bone before, which actually saying that out loud is very, very surprising because I have done a lot of like risky, impulsive things like chasing a ginormous boat's wake on a wave runner at 14 and 15 years old. So one time, here's a good story about this. So I just told you guys how much I hate being in like the open water, and if I can't see like the water below me, I am not okay at all. Like panic, all of that just sets in. And so I was out one time with a friend. We were in high school. And we're like, okay, let's get in the water and let's go like be level with the sunset. And let's like literally see like the water and the sun going down at the same time, right? Okay, I'm like, okay, fine. All right, he was my boyfriend at the time, so it was like, okay, you can like rescue me and, I can be the damsel in distress all scared of the water, like whatever. And so we do this, we get in the water, have our experience of seeing the sun melt into the Lake Erie horizon, so to speak. He played acoustic guitar and was like a songwriter and like all this like really annoying like type, so it was like everything was like a fucking poem to him. So anyway, we get back up on the jet ski. The sun has gone down, mind you, okay? And, we had our beautiful Dear Diary notebook moment with it, right? Get back on the jet ski, and the jet ski doesn't start. The wave runner's not starting. Okay, well, mind you, this is kind of like before the days of, cell phones and yeah, you could have a cell phone, but they were this big and not waterproof in any way, shape, or form. Like, you didn't really take it everywhere that you went, so to speak. And so we didn't have a cell phone or anything. There's that pile. So sitting there, kind of starting to freak out. How did this get in here? Sorry, I'm going to have a complete, what incarnation? This is my dog's Yoda Halloween costume from last year. How did it get in this pile of laundry? I have no idea. Anyway, so we get back on the jet ski and everything. It's not starting. Sun has already gone down. We're a little too far from shore. We're in a big bay area, so we're at least 3 surrounded. We weren't too far out by Put Bay, or the waters actually can go up to Canada and everything like that. And so we would go over into Canadian waters and visit small Peely Island, all the really, really small islands off the Canada in the Canada side as well. So we weren't, thankfully out there. And I rarely went out there with the jet ski because, you would only have so much gas and everything else. And then we realized, oh crap, we're sitting out here. Somebody, we don't have a whole bunch of emergency equipment. It's not like we have a whole bunch of flares and just different things like that, or those whistles and things like that can what am I trying to say? Emit light. Every time you blow them, they light up as well. And we could see, the condo. We could see our property and everything from shore, right? So it wasn't too far, but I also knew that all of the boats that had been out for the day are going to start coming in, and they might not be able to see us at all. Okay, so we could get trampled or hit by a boat or something like that. Thankfully, and my parents, my mom told me that she was mania, panicking because, well, of course, your kid is out on, your kid is out, where's that pile? There it is. Your kid is out on Lake Erie, and for a fact that she would not be out late, or anything like that. So, she's panicking. Finally, what ended up happening is one of our neighbors was coming in, and we were able to be loud enough, thankfully I could project my voice, help, all this type of stuff. They were able to pick us up. They were able to hear us and everything, pick us up, take us back to land, kind of tow us back in. Oh my gosh. One of just the funniest, not funniest, it was scary, but it was I remember it it was yesterday, and I was being risky and impulsive and really pushing the curfew. I really wasn't out, allowed to be out past dark and everything like that. I was with my boyfriend, in high school, who knows what could have led to that. Spooning leads to forking. No, not out there. Okay. Oh my gosh. But, it's just one of those things I remember, oh my gosh, the things that we experience, but I cannot, being a parent today, cannot imagine how terrified I would be if my kid did not come back from being on a jet ski for the day. So anyway, that's one of my stories, about, being on the water and just my childhood and a little bit about me. And last time I got on a jet ski a wave runner was last summer. A couple of coworkers, some of my favorite girls in the whole world, we had gone up to Indian Lake, which is a nice little community, about 45 minutes to an hour from where I am. And it's a quick jaunt, people, great restaurants along the lake. People go with their pontoon boats. It's heavy with pontoon boats and things like that. And my coworker's family has a wave runner. So I'm like, oh, heck yes, we're definitely like, I am going wave running. I had not been in 20 years, okay? And so I think like, I just like reverted to like my 15, 16-year-old brain and was like, okay, I can do all of the things that I once did when I was 15 and 16 years old riding a wave runner. I'm also in the same shape. I'm also in the same area. I know everything, right? It's like riding a bicycle. And it kind of was like, oh my gosh, I got on it. I went kind of crazy. It was so much fun. I did have like the awesome adrenaline rushes and got, drove with my coworkers and gave them some of their first fun experiences. It was awesome. And then the next day, oh my gosh, I did not realize that like how out of shape I was. Okay. I don't think I was able to walk up and down stairs for the next week or so. I was so sore because, you know, I'm standing and I'm like balancing and flipping back and forth, you know, thinking I'm a, you know, wild 16-year-old, get my dopamine fix, like, you know, and one of those like, you can take the lake out of the girl, but you can't take the girl out of the lake, or girl out of the lake out of the girl, but one of those things. And oh my gosh, it hit me. But that is like one of those things to this day. One of my biggest goals is I want to get a wave runner for me and my family, me and the kids. We live like 3 miles from Alum Creek State Park. There's a big lake out there. We also have, that's over here, my big old sweatshirts. We also have Delaware Lake, that's right up here. Lake Erie is only an hour and 45 minutes, you know, to go up and just, you know, trail and haul a jet ski up for the day. Like, there's plenty of gas opportunities. Enjoy everything. Enjoy tossed ice cream. Maybe, you know, go to Cedar Point, something like that. Eat some good seafood. There's nothing like it. Anyway, so yeah, love like Lake Erie. My mom, she grew up on the other side of the state of Lake Erie in off of Ashtabula County in Ashtabula, Ohio. Ashtabula is actually the largest county in the state of Ohio. So there you go. See, you get some trivia here too, right? But so she kind of grew up in a lake town too. So, and I have tons of family up there. And we're all really close, like my cousins, on both sides of my family. My dad's side of the family, they live in Bucyrus, Ohio, which is about 45 minutes, an hour away. And my mom's side of the family, most of them, a lot of them live down here in Columbus area too, but most of them live up in Ashtabula still. And again, it's so fun to go down to the harbor. They have little shops and restaurants and, you know, small businesses, small town America. That's like the oil well of America, right? Those little small towns that have the big impact. You know what I'm saying? So we go up there a lot. In fact, we're having a family reunion up there in, let's see, what is it? I think it's July 4th weekend. We're going to be right on the lake. All the kids, all the cousins are going to be up there. My mom, their family is like 8 brothers and sisters, so like so many, you know, so much family. And again, I think there's like 12 or 14 of us cousins, plus spouses, plus babies and everything. So blessed to have such a large family. And no, I mean, there's drama in a large family. There's also a whole lot of love and forgiveness and in a large family. We're so close. I even have family members here in Columbus who I'm very close to, is my mom's youngest cousins and like her daughter and her granddaughter. Like, we're all close, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's like 3rd, 4th cousins, I don't know, the whole family tree of it, but we all stick together. And again, you know, some days are a little more dramatic, than others. But at the end of the day, I think like all of us can agree that we wouldn't have it any other way. Having a large family is a huge blessing. And I am getting down to the end of my pile. I hope you guys have gotten, something done this afternoon. I'm gonna, of course, put this away first and foremost before I go on to my next project for the day, which just might be chilling out. I gotta get dinner kind of thought of. It's Easter and I didn't really think about dinner. But let's see here. Just a couple more things. But yeah, if this was helpful for you at all, let me know. Just something on a whim. I thought I would just hop up here, and it's actually helping me get done. You guys are giving me the accountability. Thank you so much for everybody that did hop on. I don't have my glasses right now, so I can't see, and I should have moved up next time, but I can't see maybe who had hopped on. Maybe Lana. Let's see, Marion, Julie, thank you guys so much for hopping on. Anybody else who hopped on, thank you. I appreciate it. Happy Easter to you all. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I got some fun upcoming little classes and lives and everything. And thank you for your patience with as I'm kind of like navigating like the events and going live and the classes within the groups. I haven't been active in groups in a long time, so there's been a lot of changes and I'm kind of experimenting a little bit. So I think just from now on, when I'm going to be hosting an event or a class or something like that, I'm just going to like schedule it in the group. So if you guys want to hop on, great. If not, no problem. You can always catch it later. Different things like that. But yep, I'm at the end of my row here. These clothes here are getting donated, so I don't have to worry about folding them babies. But hey, thank you for hanging out with me. And again, if you guys have a little bit of sunshine, go outside and get some. Mwah. Have a great day. Happy Easter. Much love to y'all.